Good morning, everyone. Welcome to yet another year of It's for Teens. This is the opening ceremony. And as always, it's a good thing to welcome the start of any event or any season with a word of prayer. I'd like to call Mrs. Petra Chase, our Community Development Aide, to deliver our prayer.
Heavenly Father, in the name of Jesus, Lord, we give you praise, we give you praise, we give you worship, we give you glory, we give you honor, because today you deserve it, from the rising to the very end of the night. Father, it's yet another year, Lord God, Father, where we are coming together, Lord God, with these teenagers. I'm asking you, Father, that you would just take complete and full control of everything, Lord God, we will do during this time, Lord God, in this It's for Teens session. I pray, God, that you would just take charge, Lord God, every tutor. I pray for wisdom and understanding for each one of them, all of us that are working with these children. I pray, Lord, that you, Almighty God, you would do it all, Lord God, and just use us according to your will and according to your plan. I pray, Lord, that these children, Lord God, will find, Lord God, they will find unity, they will find friendship, Lord God, among each other, Lord God. I pray, Lord, that everything will just go right throughout this time in the name of Jesus. Bless everyone that is here. Bless these proceedings, Lord God. I pray that everything will go right according to your will and according to your plan. In Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Mrs. Chase. For those of you who may be seeing me for the first time, enter the seat. I am your Master of Ceremonies for this morning. Let us first and foremost acknowledge those who are here and those who would have played a formidable role in bringing It's for Teens together. Our Minister of Social Care, Constituency Empowerment and Community Development, Minister Stephen Blackett. Permanent Secretary, Minister of Social Care, in the Ministry of Social Care, Constituency Empowerment and Community Development, Ms. Ernesta Drakes. Deputy Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Social Care and Constituency Empowerment and Development, Mr. Jeffrey Kelman. Our Chief Community Development Officer, Mrs. Patricia Hackett-Codrington. Corporate Communications and PR Manager for Cable and Wireless Barbados, Ms. Marilyn Seeley. Senior Community Development Officers, the Program Coordinator and Community Development Officer. Senior officials from the Ministry of Social Care and Constituency Empowerment and Community Development. Welcome, one and all, to another year of It's for Teens 2015. Now, the Information Technology Summer Teens Program, as we affectionately call it, It's for Teens, is one of those initiatives of the Community Development Department that fall under the umbrella of the Community Technology Program. This program, which is sponsored by Cable and Wireless Barbados, was first initiated in 2009. At 8 resource centers. It was later expanded to 12 centers, including Bonnets, Deacons, Rosettes, Parkinson in St. Michael, Briar Hall and St. Christopher in Christchurch, Drax Hall and Greens, St. George, Rice's, St. Philip, Weston, St. James, Slidestown, St. Peter, and St. Elizabeth in St. Joseph. Now, to welcome you to our opening ceremony for its 7th year of It's for Teens, let us welcome our Chief Community Development Officer, acting, that is, Mrs. Hackett-Codrington.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies, Honorable Stephen Blackett, Minister of Social Care, Constituency Empowerment and Community Development, Permanent Secretary, Ms. Ernesta Drakes, in the Ministry of Social Care, Constituency Community Development, senior staff of the Ministry of Social Care, members of the staff of the Community Development Department, representative of our sponsors, Cable and Wireless Barbados Limited, participants in this program, parents, members of the media, representative of the TVET Council, ladies and gentlemen. This is my first year with Expertise, and it is my distinct pleasure to welcome you all this morning to the launch of another such program that the department has introduced. Like Dance Fest, which will be launched very shortly, this program targets the specific demographics of youth. We as a department strive to mobilize individuals and groups within communities and to institute programs geared towards community empowerment, employment creation, personal, social, and cultural development, and the general enhancement of skills for overall development of our country. This launch signals the rollout of several similar interventions at a number of community centers across Barbados, and you would have been told the centers where we are rolling out this program. As we, as a department, work to help our young people to use the free time of the summer vacation in fun-filled yet educational and developmental activities. We are happy to see all of you who have come this morning to witness another launch and to wish us well as we embark on this exercise. I know that there has been a flurry of activity in the office as the program coordinator and her team work to put together the activities which the young people will be engaged in during this 6-week program. I personally want to wish the participants, that is the teens and their tutors, an exciting and rewarding program. Once again, I welcome each and every one of you to the launch of this Expertise 2015. I thank you.
Thank you very much. Now, there's always a history behind any hard-working project, and certainly Expertise is no less than that. Working on equipping our young people with the necessary skills or skill sets that they need to take into their further education, be it tertiary, secondary, or even into the world of work. Now, the Expertise program started after the former Chief Community Development Officer decided one day in June that the Community Development Department, through the Community Technology Program, must do something for the young people. The computers in the center were now being used during the summer period because, were not being used, that is, during the summer period, because classes in the CTP usually finished around June and resumed in September. So an idea came together to create this program where goals and objectives would be established through the help of tutors and a theme developed. Of course, they would have placed advertising at the start of the program in July of that said year. The next year, 2010, while touring some community centers with representatives from Cable and Wireless Barbados under the Connect Barbados initiative, they would have been able to put the idea together and also implement internet access at these various community centers to make this possible. Knowing that there was no money in the budget, however, for the program, and having tangible results of the success of the program, somehow the topic changed to It's for Teens. Imagine that. So sometimes we have challenges in putting our ideas together. Sometimes we have an idea that as it is, formed into enterprise, it becomes something completely different. And in this case, it became something wonderful. So having said that, It's for Teen was born, and a representative from Cable and Wireless Barbados at the time fell in love with the idea and must have done a pretty good job selling it to their bosses, because Cable and Wireless Barbados immediately came on board and have been sponsoring the program from 2010 until now. We thank you, by the way. We now welcome one such person, Corporate Communications and PR Manager, Ms. Marilyn Seeley, Cable and Wireless Barbados, to deliver the brief remarks.
Good morning, everyone. It's indeed an honor and privilege to join you again this year as Cable and Wireless Barbados, now traded under the consumer brand Flow, continues its support for the It's for Teens program. This is the 5th consecutive year the company is partnering with the Ministry of Community Development in bringing this impactful 6-week information technology course to our country's young citizens. It has also been a positive and eventful year for our company so far, and I'm happy to report that we're confident that our successful merger of Lime and Flow will augur well for Barbados' telecoms infrastructure and indeed for our continued support of this It's for Teen program. Actually, this is the first initiative under the new company that was accepted by the members of the board. I think they signed off was like 2 weeks ago, so this is really the first initiative under the new brand. For Flow, this is a significant investment in enhancing the IT skills of our young people and also in a brighter future for the country as a whole. I think it is safe to say that since 2010, this It's for Teens program has made significant progress. Certainly hundreds, if not thousands, of graduates from this program have been able to improve their lives and also touch others through their enhanced knowledge and application of information technology. Over the years, Cable and Wireless Barbados has invested more than $250,000 in the IT for Teens program, and it continues to pay dividends by way of the satisfaction gained from fulfilling our responsibility in national youth development and education. Of course, we encourage participants again this year not to take the educational opportunities such as this for granted. We want them to make wise use of their time and the resources being afforded to them. We also want them to remember that they can make a difference by being the best they can be. Also, much thanks again to our dedicated team of IT professionals for providing a comprehensive curriculum that will cover areas such as graphic design, computer repair, web page design, and the widely used suite of Microsoft Office applications. We look forward to another successful program this year as we together strive for the highest levels of achievement in the exciting world of information technology. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Seeley. Now, from the inception of the It's for Teens program, the ministry, along with the minister, has been very supportive of the program and has been very instrumental as well in its development and its expansion. We now invite the Minister of Social Care, Constituency Empowerment and Community Development, Mr. Stephen Blackett, to give remarks.
Thank you so much, Kimberly, and a very good morning to all of you here this morning. Let me especially acknowledge the presence of my Permanent Secretary, Mr. Lester Briggs, and also the welcome program after your holiday. Chief Community Development Officer, Mrs. Patricia Hackett-Cottington, and other officers of the department, staff of the Ministry of Social Care, Ms. Marilyn Seeley, the Corporate Communication and PR Manager of Cable and Wireless Barbados, Mr. Paul Pucker of the TVET Council, participants and parents here with us this morning, other invited guests, members of the media. Today marks the start of another session of the program It's for Teens, which has been implemented by the Community Development Department as another step in its endeavors to fulfill its motto of making things happen within communities across this island. The Community Development Department's Information Technology Summer Teens program, It's for Teens, is specially designed for teenagers between the ages of 14 and 18 years with the overall goal of providing another meaningful pastime for adolescents who are on summer recess. This program is aimed at exposing teenagers to the many benefits of IT while enhancing their IT skills and providing students who, because of their choice of subjects in schools, require another opportunity to pursue their IT interests. It also aims to facilitate creativity, innovation, and networking among the youth. This program caters to approximately 300 students yearly and continues to attract teenagers from various communities, backgrounds, schools, and abilities, and this results in a wide cross-section of adolescents working together in a positive environment and forming lasting friendships and bonds. Within a very packed but exciting 6 weeks exercise, the students are exposed to the following aspects of IT, that is computer graphics, introduction to Microsoft Suite, and web page design. The program challenges the participants to think creatively, develop analytical skills, and explore the many avenues that are available to persons skilled in information technology. To achieve this, every year the teenagers have been challenged to create a project, either internet businesses, advertising campaigns, and 1 year, I'm told, the participants were asked to imagine they were politicians using the theme, "If I Had the Power to Create a Project." I'm advised that the work produced over the years has been thought-provoking, inventive, and full with new and creative ideas that can and have, in some cases, been turned into lucrative business opportunities. This year, the participants will be exploring community tourism and will be required to create a 5-minute documentary or infomercial on place of interest within this parish, within their own parish, which has some historical, environmental, or entertainment value that can attract both local and tourists alike. Students will also be required to create a website to advertise and bring awareness to the particular area. I am pleased to say the Community Development Department has gained both center and qualification approval from the Technical, Vocational, Educational, and Training Council, better known as TVET, and now has trained and certified competency-based education and training, that is CBAT, assessors, which can assess the participants of its It's for Teens program and all the other community technology programs. Therefore, the participants of this program, participating at 12 or 17 resource centers, now have the opportunity to register to be assessed by the National Caribbean Vocation Qualification, NCVQ, in Information Technology. In addition, to ensure the public understands the CNVQs and what the requirements for assessments are, the CDD, the Community Development Department, has also trained community development aides who are stationed at the resource centers in the details related to the CNVQ in information technology so that they can offer the salient information. The current focus of the CDD is the expansion of its programs for sustainable development and ensuring the participants in these programs acquire certification that is credible and accepted both locally and regionally. Thus, It's for Teens and all the other programs offered by the Community Development Department under the Community Technology Program are to undergo this process. To this end, a cabinet paper has been prepared requesting Cabinet to approve a number of new and exciting courses to be rolled out in September 2015. These courses, like the It's for Teens, are designed to educate but also to impart participants with the skills required to gain employment or to create self-employment opportunities. Some of the proposed new offerings are building, drawing, QuickBooks, computer program writing, and home e-business. It would be remiss of me if I failed to publicly recognize a very important partner in the staging of the It's for Teens activity. It has been the generosity of Kevin Wallace Barbados, who has partnered with us since the inception of this program, and is again sponsoring this year's exercise that we have been able to offer this program to the young people from our communities. My ministry, ladies and gentlemen, is grateful for your involvement with the youth and, by extension, the work of the Community Development Department. We salute you for showing your true community spirit and for your gesture of sharing and caring. To you, the participants, please be mindful that this program is in great demand. I am aware that there are many teams that express the desire to be involved, but were unable to be accommodated because of the limited space. We are hopeful that as we gain more resource centers, that this program can be further expanded. You are fortunate to have been given this wonderful opportunity, and I want you to grab it with both hands. Have fun, make new friends, but most of all, ensure that you learn as much as you can. Once again, let me express my sincere thanks to Cable and Wireless Barbados, now Flow, for sticking with us through the years, and we hope and anticipate that this marriage will continue for a very, very long time to come. It is now my pleasure to launch the 2015 It's for Teens exercise. Good luck to all of you, both participants and shooters. Good luck.
Thank you, Minister Blackett, and I'm certain that many of us are excited to sink our teeth into all that is available to us. The world of technology has a variety of prospects, not only in the world of work, but in creativity, and also to assist in fostering that entrepreneurial spirit. As mentioned by Minister Blackett, the programs under the Community Development Department are not static, and the staff of the Community Development Department are always exploring ways that they can improve the programs being offered to the public. To this end, the Community Development Department has gained center and qualification approval from the TVET Council and has adjusted the syllabus for the It's for Teens program to include all the units that participants would need to cover to register to be assessed for the full CNBQs in information technology, as was mentioned earlier. Later this year, of course, they will be offering adults who take the community technology program the opportunity to be assessed for the said CNBQ. And we have taken this opportunity as well to invite, make sure that I have the name correct, to invite Ms. Carol Griffith, our technical officer. I'll make sure I get that correct. Mr. Paul Puckrin, our senior technical officer of the TVET Council, to explain the parents and participants the implications and the benefits of the NCBQs.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies. Honourable Stephen Blackett, Minister, Social Care, Constituency Empowerment and Community Development, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry, Ernesta Driggs, Mrs. Patricia Hackett Covington, Chief Community Development Officer, Acting, and the staff of the department, Ms. Marilyn Seeley, Corporate Communications and PR Manager of Cable and Wireless Barbados, members of the media, esteemed ladies and gentlemen, good morning. The TVET Council is pleased this year to be invited to share what we do and to add greater impetus to what the It's for Teens has been doing over the past 5 years. We're very heartened by the work that Lime and the Community Development Department has been doing, and the TVET Council, being an awarding body of national and Caribbean vocational qualifications, is very pleased to add our bid. As was mentioned, the Community Development Department is now an approved centre for those qualifications. What that means is that individuals who do work according to occupational standards, and in this case it's ICT at levels 1 and 2, can be assessed against those standards and gain a national or Caribbean vocational qualification which is recognized both locally and regionally, should they travel across the region once they've completed it successfully. What this also means is that these individuals can now boast of not only completing the program as participants, but also walking away as being certified in their field of ICT. It also means that they can enter the world of work saying that I am certified and I am competent at levels 1 or 2 in ICT. Over the next few weeks, we'll be actively working with the coordinator of the Community Development Department of the program, Mrs. Bridget Marshall, to ensure that a cohort of the group, and with the idea that moving forward for 2016 and beyond, that we'll be working to make sure that all the centres move towards centre approval. Right now, there's approval for the areas at Deacons and Spikestown, but we hope that Parkinson, where we are at, and all the other centres will be moved in that direction so that by the time we reach another 5 years, all individuals who participate in the expertise walk away with either unit certification or full certification. That's one advantage of the program as well. Individuals can be unit certified, meaning that those units that they have demonstrated competencies, they can walk away with those units. And if there are individuals who have the competencies to demonstrate all of the units of that qualification, they too will be recognized. Unlike the normal qualifications where you do not complete everything, you are not recognized for anything, the CVQ and the NVQ process allows for recognition for unit or full certification. And we see this as a very bold step. We also very heartened that LINE, through its partnership with Flow, has taken the initiative of supporting it. And so we welcome those of you individuals who have expertise in ICT to be trained with us as assessors, as internal verifiers and external verifiers, because we also train the individuals who function as assessors. Finally, so that parents and students understand how the role of the assessor functions, it is an individual, after you have been taught by your tutors, they will then come in and ask you to demonstrate, either do a PowerPoint presentation. They will also ask you to type something via Word or Excel or any of the packages that they have trained you on, and watch you and see whether or not you demonstrate the skills at the end of the standards. You will know when you're going to be assessed and what you're going to be assessed on. So it's not going to be a trick whereby that sometimes in secondary schools or training, we study for one thing, but then when the exam comes, it's something totally different. With the NVQ and the CVQ process, you are aware, the person sits with you, plans with you, and then they go through the process with you. If there are individuals who have deficiencies, let's say learning disabilities, they sit and read it to you. And if you are able to articulate the answers to the questions very clearly, they acknowledge that as well. Yeah? So it means that you're not having to force to write everything at level 1, but they take into account where you've reached. And so, like I said before, you're recognized for units or for the full qualification. Once again, on behalf of the TVET Council, we are very pleased to begin this partnership to working with the Community Development Department and expanding it so that as we go forward, young people like yourselves and your parents will be proud as you achieve your expertise certification in the use of ICT at levels 1 and 2. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Buckram. We now invite once again Minister Blackett and Ms. Marilyn Seeley to the front of the room to present the sponsorship check for Expertise 2018. I now invite our Acting Community Development Officer, Ms. Charlene Trotman, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I stand here before you this morning to do one thing, and that's to say thank you. I want to thank Mrs. Patrick Chase for her inspiring prayer for the youth of this program. We also want to thank Ms. Patricia Carlton, our Chief Community Development Officer. Thank you, ma'am, for your welcome. To the Honorable Stephen Blackett for his remarks. Thank you, sir. To the Council, Mr. Paul Puckering. We thank you for your presentation. That's what we want to thank you. To the members of the media. To our special invited guests, parents, and the teenagers that are here. We want to say thank you. And last, well, before that, let me thank the members of the community development department as well, and our program coordinator. We thank you for this program. But last, but by no means least, Mrs. Marlon C. from Cable. She probably forgot her, right? But yeah, that was really done. We want to thank you, especially thank you, and Cable Over Barbados for that. Hello. For that check. We really thank you. We do appreciate it because without you, this would not be possible. To everybody, thank you and have a great day. And to our team's master of ceremonies, we thank you.
Thank you. This is where I hand over because the floor is now open to the media to deliver any questions that they deem necessary. And it's over to you.
I think we're good, Kim.
I guess everything was very clear. I take it that all who are part of Expertise 2015 are happy for yet another wonderful year. So having said that, let me say welcome once again to another year of Expertise. May it continue to grow from strength to strength and to enjoy the season, the summer season of learning and fun.
Your child award is going to be here with us from Monday to Thursday from 10 to 11. Okay, and we take our responsibility very seriously. Okay, this 6 weeks is the most hectic. And the record 6 weeks of money whole year. Because I have over 300 children in my charge that I'm taking. If I got 300 children, I don't want anybody to leave here 302. Or one, or a dozen more. I want 300 children to leave here. So those always costs go through your head because you're teenagers, they get together and things happen. So we take our responsibility very seriously. Every child has to leave the center at any time to join the hours. It's going to be 10 to 3. You just want to know or you want to call, you want someone to say that the child goes home for lunch or anything like that. So we know that the child is supposed to leave. Okay? As long as your child is in the center, we have someone stationed here to supervise the child. Okay? We don't go out and leave the children unsupervised. Okay, we make sure that that don't happen, but we are very cognizant of things that can go wrong. Our expertise is, like was said earlier, is partially sponsored by them. Okay? And we will waiting, we usually have to wait until 11th hour for them to say, okay, go ahead. So this is why this happened today. Okay, because we only got the official word on Monday that, okay, we're going to sponsor. So we had to rush and do this today. We don't have a lot of rules or regulations. What in the past we tried to hit children out on a little open, but cost has prohibited that. Luckily this year, the team is community tourism. So most likely, children are going to be going out. Okay? They're going to be looking at a particular area in the parish that they want to, so they will be visiting the area on more than one occasion while they'll be filming. Okay, but we will let you know what each occasion, where the children are going and what is president. Okay, so we're not doing anything with your children unless you know. This is a hectic 6 weeks. Everything happens within 6 weeks. So the last Friday in 6 weeks, you must have got a letter, it's closing ceremony. Okay, she probably haven't given them more as yet because she probably won't get them to work study. But I'm aware of this, yes, then. This last Friday, that will be. Okay, I'll put that date. We'll be closing ceremony at Lord Erskine Center, Sherwin, what we call Sherwin. And it starts at 5, but we expect children to be seated at 4. So that will be August the 21st. August the 21st, but 11th. Also, the STs has 2 components. There's a group project and an individual project. Okay? We have a lot of children who come to STs, play the food for the first 4 weeks, and then when they get to the center, lawyers, the center, I see these 300 children, they don't realize, I was competing against these children, and then when you see children go up on stage and receiving their prizes for learning or for access and for us, they ask the children, can we come back next year? Can we come back next year? Because they don't realize the importance. I guess that's children, so you understand that. But the component is, you have an individual project where the person work by themselves to create this, whatever the project is, and then they have to come to our office and present in front line. I mean, that happens the Wednesday of the last week. So if we close the 7th to the 21st, that would be 19th, right? The group project now will happen on Thursday. So group is usually five persons, 4 or 5, and then that group comes and present in front of a panel of judges, and the best group wins. Okay? Everybody have the same project to do, so it's a fair thing. Everybody have the same choices. And we have some really good tutors that work really well with the students. So everybody have a fair chance. If you have children that have any challenges, we look out for that too. So we have nobody's disadvantaged. 1 year we had a girl who was visually impaired, and she actually won hearing impaired, and she actually won 1 prizes. So that is about it. Dress code, we have personal dress code, and the lab is cold sometimes, so children can bring a cold. That is too cold. You don't expect children to wear shorts because it's summer, but not too short, nothing too revealing, because you know we have boys in the class also, so we need to have that respect. Other than that, and slippers, we something we don't like slippers, little children wear a lot of slippers, but something in the computer and slippers might be an issue, something's wrong with their feet. But I don't think we're going to stick up to that. Because it's come summer, we don't want children to feel too bogged down like it's school. So for the 6 weeks. We have some internet rules, and that's very important. For children can get on the internet and go to some sites that we don't know exist. So we monitor that very, very carefully. And we expect you to monitor at home also. That's very important. We have some rules about the use of the internet. We monitor children really closely when they're on the internet. This course involves a lot of internet usage, but we also monitor that very closely and make sure that they don't go on there and that they, of course, who they talk on the internet is very important, who they're friends with. A lot of persons don't understand, and we teenagers, when they then go for jobs, they realize, the lady at them told me that any person applying to them for a job, the first thing they do is go online to see who they are talking on Facebook, what kind of picture they're posting, the conversation they're having. I don't matter how much certificates you have, if that your email page or your Facebook page is not. Even your email address. Some people got email address and so you guys know something nonsense that people pass an email address. All the things that we are trying to teach children the right thing to do. Okay? And to that qualification, you must have heard about that. That's something new we're adding this year. We want persons, and they don't have to happen within 6 weeks. That's the good thing about it. We're not rushing the children to be qualified to be. It can happen in October, it can happen in September, when they're ready. Okay? So they can do the course and decide that they want to go home and train on their own, and then call us and say they want to be assessed September for 1 unit, for 2 units, for the whole unit, for all units. So that's how we are looking at it. So don't feel like there's a competition of you're rushing your child to get the good thing about Tibet, you can do it at your pace. Don't get into qualify for 1 unit. So of course we can be qualified. Just use the computer, internet, so I can do all. Any other? Yeah, just one lesson. Yeah, I told him that. And the thing about is, we really can't adjust our shift, adjust the temperature. So it's better to and those rules that we give, we really like you to take them home, discuss them with your children, and just sign them and bring them back. So each they will understand the basic rules of the program. Line provides the t-shirts, so as soon as you can, get us the size of the t-shirts. I want small, medium, large. So I really don't understand what is 12. You probably don't have it for this one, I know it's 12 or 13. So small, medium, large, extra large. That would be easier for me to interpret. So I can get at the limit as soon as possible. And for you adults, I don't know if you know the number of courses that we have, but make no sense your child being competent here and you're not. But you get tricked by. So we have a number of courses here from the basic to more advanced. And they're free. Well, for now, they're free. So if I can get the advanced, let them know. We scatter the times for persons who work. Persons who work, we have classes 6 to 8. Persons who don't work only day, we have 10 to 12 and 12:30 to 30. So we have classes only here at the evening courses. And the number of courses that we're introducing, so you can get that information. There's active forms here if you want to apply for any courses. So, thanks so much for investing your time with us. It's a real big responsibility, and we know that it's not something easy to do. So we thank you, and we will do our best to make sure they're safe, that they leave here with more knowledge than they can, learn something and learn something more. So thank you so much, and we'll have some refreshments.